How to improve your mind to muscle connection. Now, this is something I'll say to everybody, and I'll say this to the lawyer, the power lifter, to everybody. How can you lose body fat and maintain your muscle mass? Well, it depends on how you feed your body and how you rest your body and then how you're moving through the exercise. You can go in there and do speed work all day long, and that's momentum. That's not really turning the fibers like you want to do it if you're trying to develop the body. So I don't understand this question. I'm going to ask you guys. It says, how do you get a really hard chest? I don't understand that. I don't know what that means. Yeah, how do you get a really hard chest? Sorry, boss. I don't, that's not even a thing. So you get hard muscles because you're dieted down and you got dense muscles in your training. I mean, yeah, I don't understand that question. It's more important how you do it than you do it. And it's the second to last video I just put up. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I answered the shoulder question earlier, guys. Hopefully you guys go back and see that. And it's really great info just on for you guys to get through the shoulder pain or anybody that's having problems. Great question. Holy cow. Great job today, guys. Wow, this is great. I think all the trolls are out on their computers yelling at people. Nobody's here. This is great. How to improve your mind to muscle connection. Now, this is something I'll say to everybody. And I'll say this to the lawyer, the power lifter, to everybody. You don't need to be just a bodybuilder to pose. And the best way to connect mind to muscle is posing. I know it's silly. I know you guys probably don't want to do it. Don't care. The best way to do it is that silly posing in the mirror after you get out of the shower, before the shower, or whatever it is. But just in front of the mirror, and you're posing and you're feeling it through. Because here's one of the things that you guys don't get. A lot of guys have good chest and arms because you can see them, right? And you look in the mirror and then you get a connection. But most of you guys, 99% of you guys on here don't have good hamstrings, glutes, or back. And shows are won from that area. And really a true guy's strength comes from that area. And you girls. So, but girls look at their asses all day. So that might be different. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm okay with that. But with that being said, so you got to get in front of the mirror, or not even in front of the mirror. You just got to get there at home and you got to pose and you got to flex that back and work that way, that back around without seeing it in the mirror. And so as soon as you can connect it and go, okay, I'm going to pull out the right lat, I'm going to pull out the left lat, my lower back flex, upper, pull the lats. You do all that stuff over and over again. And trust me, when you go to the gym, that homework pays dividends. You get to the gym and it is unreal on how well you connect, and now you can develop that back. I know, again, it's silly. I get that. I fully understand that. But it really is pretty darn impressive to the guys that do that posing. So don't do it in the gym. Again, most of you go to the gym in a tank top. Cover it up. Go to the gym to do the work. You're not going to work on your car and get on the ground and get all greasy and stuff like that in a tank top and shorts. Go to the gym in sweat clothes. Cover it up. Mind to muscle connection. Get the weightlifting in. The posing is for later. Okay? So that's just my point of view on that. Exactly. See, Titan agrees with me on this. Yeah, mind to muscle really is a key. I usually say the term is that I say is it's not. It's more important how you do it than you do it. And I'm speaking about an exercise. I'm speaking about any exercise. It's more important how you do it than you do it. And I can take that a little further for you guys if you want. I can. The reason why I say this is because I started my career in powerlifting, and through my career, you would see over and over again a guy come in at 181. And the start of his career, he'd be 181. And 10 years later, he'd still be 181. Okay, so he didn't gain any size or heavy weight, but his squat would go from 400 up to 700 over those 10 years. And now 10 years later, he's squatting 700. But his body didn't change. And the reason why his body didn't change is because he just got his connective tissue stronger. His nervous system could handle more weight. It doesn't technically mean that you're going to just build muscle because you're squatting. Doesn't mean that you're going to build muscle just because you squat heavier weight. It doesn't work that way. It depends on how you feed your body and how you rest your body, and then how you're moving through the exercise. You can go in there and do speed work all day long, and that's momentum. That's not really tearing the fibers like you want to do it if you're trying to develop the body. So again, it's just two different aspects. You can do it both ways. In any way you want to do it is the way you want to do it. Me talking to my young self, I would definitely say slow down, work it more instead of trying to move just the heaviest weights possible. Because remember, I was an athlete. That was first and foremost, and still am today. I'm a gladiator. And so the most important thing to me was athletic ability and be able to crush another man. That was my ultimate goal. You need to be strong enough and athletic enough to move heavy weights, look good doing it, and then be able to crush a man. That was the ultimate goal. Now, I wish the young self would have slowed down to develop the body a little quicker, because I lost a lot of years of developing the body because I was just moving 700-pound squats and deadlifts all day and 500 benches. And at 19 and 20 years old, that's great and stuff, but you want to develop the muscle more. Hopefully this stuff helps you guys today and really get you guys on the right path going into power bodybuilding. We are starting week 2. Again, power bodybuilding, week 2. Remember about earlier in this video, I talked about connecting the lower lat on pulling down and leaning forward instead of leaning back. Because leaning back is going to take it up to that mid back. Leaning forward is going to take it to the lower back. All right? So check those out. We will be going to Romania this year. We will be going to Transylvania and back to Italy. And so we will be trying to make it over to the eastern areas. And so, man, I would love to go to Russia with Mona, but Transylvania right now is the ultimate goal. You're probably still at that age of youth and anger and jealousy. So the couple years, like most people do, you send me a DM or a message saying, hey, I'm sorry, I was young and naive and I was angry at the time. And that's going to happen. But right now, we just got to keep this page really, really clean. That's the main thing about keeping it clean, just because we can't have all these kind of trolls and stuff on here. Okay? And don't worry, you can always, even though you're a snowflake today, does not mean you're going to be a snowflake for life. You'll man up sooner or later. Let us know what you guys want us to see, what you guys want to see. We also have a bodybuilding show. We got, 3 bodybuilding shows. I'm guest posing at Mr. Mississippi. I'm guest posing here at the Europa, and then I'm also putting on the Clash of the Titans, and that will be my show, and it'll be a pro-am show, so you guys can compete in that later this year. We finished up our movies. We have one more movie here, but that's not starting for a little time, so we get to kind of get through this strength gains period right now with the power bodybuilding. Again, if you want to do this power bodybuilding with us, get on over. It will be, wow, so how can you lose body fat and maintain your muscle mass? Well, that's all you do when you diet. That's the ultimate goal. That's what we're doing right now in power bodybuilding. I'm reversing out of my diet. I'm going to maintain that hardness and leanness, and I'm going to actually put on muscle, and it's going to be incredible, and I'll feel better without that crushing nutrition dieting feel to it. So that's what we're doing. But anytime you diet down, like the 30-day